It says, what then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law but under grace? Paul's answering, certainly not. All right, there's two things involved in here. Either, of course, we have the nature of being a, right? We obey certain people. And when we obey, we kind of go along with what they say. These two things that we can look at this case is we can be obedient slaves to sin, which leads us to death, of course, or we can be obedient slaves to leads to righteousness. We are being led. We're like lambs in some way. We being led and obeying whomever is influencing us. Now, where are we at here? Can we be obedient to righteousness? Yeah, we can. How can we get there? What ways can we get there? Those who are obedient leading to righteousness, we have the opportunity to be reached. How? Through learning and knowing the gospel message. Because it says right there, we are being set free from sin. Verses 17 and 18 says this. We are being free from sin. Now, if you believe that, that's awesome. We are being set free from sin. Because you became slaves of righteousness. So here's the thing here. I want to tell you a really quick story here. I was just talking to my kids just not too long ago, my son and my daughter. And the sorrowful thing of it, they were telling me that we were being forced when we were young to be a Christian. We were being forced to say that we have to have Jesus Christ in our heart. We were being forced that we have to have baptism. And you know, it's a sorrowful thing because I was there when they were doing that, when they asked Jesus Christ in their hearts. They were very sincere. No one was telling them you had to have Jesus Christ in your heart. And the years gone by, I don't know what had happened. Maybe we weren't there enough to teach them the proper learning of how we were set free from sin. You know, when I was a non-believer, I was a slave of impurity. I was a slave of lawlessness. And the more I didn't know Jesus, the more lawlessness I did in my life. The bad thing was that you were free in regards to righteousness. You didn't have to worry about being right or receiving righteousness. You were just concerned you were doing the things you wanted to do. Now, in 18, if we have been free from sin, what then? What's left? Well, we're being free from sin, then we are slaves of righteousness. And as we continue to be slaves of righteousness, it's leading into sanctification. That's what the word that the Lord showed me the other day is sanctification. All right? What are the advantages of those things? Of sin. If we were living in sin, then those are our advantages is death. But if we were slaves of righteousness, it would be eternal life with Him. Okay, so you're slaves of righteousness, you've been set free from sin, and you're enslaved to God. What is the fruit that we will grow from it? Sanctification, until its end is eternal life. What is sanctification? That's a big word, but it's really simple to understand. It's a moral sense. Pure, sinless, upright, and holy. Set apart to or by God, sacred and concentrated. Holy, upright, morally pure. This is our connection to God. That's what sanctification is. Leviticus 19:2 says, this is God telling Moses, speak to all the congregation, the people of Israel, and say to them, you shall be holy, for I, the Lord, your God, am holy. I like that. I like that when God said, you shall be holy, for I, the Lord, your God,